Kia ora, rumours be afoot here, and apparently we will be getting some more LEGO Lord of the Rings sets this year. This is cause for celebrations, right? Kinda, let's get into it. The rumour is another massive D2C set. On the one hand, one single set is easy to kind of manage, and on the other hand, this does alienate like half your audience who can't afford these sets at release, and that includes myself. Set number 10333 Barad-Dur is set to release this June for 450 USD, so it's 50 bucks cheaper than Rivendell, which is something I suppose. There's 5,471 pieces, 10 minifigures reported so far, and we're finally going to be getting sets based on the scary villains of the franchise. I've got a lot of thoughts on this. We'll go through the details of the set first, and then we'll catch some of the opinions. The Tower of Barad-Dur is the Eye of Sauron as seen in the movies. We've seen many different customs and different mocks over the years of how this could look in LEGO. Even Traveller's Tales in the LEGO game featured their own interpretation, and it looked pretty cool. And for all those lucky ones out there that happen to have the Tower of Orthanc set from all those years ago, this will be a really nice companion piece. And speaking of Orthanc, I'm assuming that this is going to be very similar in its design. Barad-Dur is set to be close to double the price and piece count of the Tower of Orthanc, so we could see some just heftier designs throughout the rooms maybe. Maybe it'll have a rocky base. I'm assuming it's going to have a rocky base. We don't really see a lot of the inside of the tower at all across any of the movies actually, so I'm assuming that the rooms will be very similar to that of Orthanc. I'm suspecting a dungeon of sorts, possibly an armory, a throne for Sauron surely. The most intriguing section of this will be the Eye of course, and I just can't wait to see how they're going to design that. Do we think it's going to incorporate some sort of a light brick, or maybe it'll have just like translucent pieces or something, a projection? Who knows? I can't wait to see it though. As for the minifigures, it's an interesting selection. It's also a little lacking though when you compare it to other sets that are currently available on the market for the same price or even cheaper. The set is going to include a Sauron minifigure, which is 12 years late now, but hey, I guess better late than never. Interestingly enough though, it seems like every other figure here is going to be based on their appearance from Return of the King, the most underrepresented movie from the original wave. Makes sense to me. I'm guessing that the Sauron minifigure here is included as an apology figure then. He doesn't fit this scene, but fans would throw a fit otherwise, because I've been complaining about this for 12 years now that we never got a Sauron minifigure. Our other minifigures included are the Mouth of Sauron. Again, it's a remake of an incredibly nice figure from 2013, an incredibly expensive figure now as well. He's a really weird inclusion though, because he's famously based on a deleted scene, and it's always amazed me that LEGO decided to make the figure in the first place. An extended edition character being in a LEGO set is just crazy to me. We're also supposed to be getting a Nazgul figure of some kind apparently, because there are rumors that a Felbeast will be included. It's a really exciting rumor as well. This is one of the defining parts of the Two Towers for me. These dragon-like creatures were really haunting to watch, so having one in a set will be really cool. Worth noting that there is no word on how this Felbeast will come together though, and that's kind of part of the excitement here. We could be seeing either a completely brick-built design creature, like the ones in Avatar that have a molded head. I'm not against that idea at all. We could see an entire dragon mold that's used here, like the Jurassic dinos. I'm also not against that idea. We could see it be a smaller scale. It could be downsized to be kind of the same size as like the eagles from the original wave. I don't love that idea, but I also don't really want to rule it out first. We may not even see the Felbeast period. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just not included. If the minifigures can be just whoever, since Sauron is here, I'd really hope and prefer that the Nazgul figure is actually the Witch King, so that we could have all three spooky Sauron dudes in one set. It makes a bit more sense to me, because while the Witch King wouldn't be a scene accurate character to include in this set, he would at least be a movie accurate character, so he has a step above Sauron already. It's apparently said that we will also be getting an army builder of orcs. There'll be 4 of them in total, 2 of them are brown and 2 of them are green. I'm guessing just regular mortal orcs then. I'm also guessing that despite the fact that these orcs will most likely definitely be grunt-like characters, the sheer amount of detail on these minifigures compared to the 2012 figures is going to make these guys look insane, and it'll make them look like orc leaders or something once you add them to your personal roster of minifigures. The final minifigures here are Frodo, Sam, and Gollum. More strange inclusions. The gang comes close-ish to the tower, but they never actually go to the tower. Where I'm excited though is for the key details here. Do we think the hobbits are going to be appearing in their armor that they used to sneak into Mordor, or will they appear all battle damaged and exhausted like? I'm also curious to see how Gollum looks. They reused the Gollum figure for the LEGO Dimensions wave, he might be the exact same piece, or maybe he's updated, who knows. I'm really hoping for the latter on all of those personally. I think that the battle damage version of Sam and Frodo look really great in the video game. Battle damaged appearance is a personal variant that I've always loved to see on toys. A new Gollum mold would also be really interesting. I kind of want one that's a bit more dangly. Like the Scooby-Doo figures all had different variants where one of them is walking, one of them is sitting. It'd be nice if we had a Gollum that was maybe crawling, not just kind of bundled up like the one is that we do have. So where am I feeling on this right now as a LEGO Lord of the Rings fan? I'm really excited, but I'm also feeling exhausted. LEGO are regularly releasing sets that I and many people around the world desire, and it's things that I've always dreamt of. The problem being the cost of living right now and the cost of things in general. It's something that I don't think we all really consider that much when LEGO begin finally answering to some of our demands. I would love to see more sets in an affordable range. I want this because I really love LEGO Lord of the Rings a lot, and every time a really great sounding set like this appears, another set that I do want gets bumped off my list. So currently I'm thinking about saying goodbye to the Avengers Tower and the Dungeons of Dragons sets. Lord of the Rings means far more to me, but thankfully sets like this do last for years on the market. The Daily Bugle I think is still available on lego.com, so this just won't be a day one purchase for me. They never have been these days anyway, rather a slow build up of the savings, and then eventually I might pick it up around Christmas. I only just got Rivendell last December, so I'm just gonna kind of be repeating this pattern again. I'm really excited to see some images of this set soon. What are your thoughts here? You should let me know down below, and subscribing to this channel does help to support us in making more videos like this one. Ka kite anō, I hope to see you all in the next news video.